Hi guys, and welcome to a video over the dungeon in the hinterlands. I'm gonna first show you how to be able to get into the dungeon, which involves the quest, the Mercenary Fortress. I actually already have it done on this toon, but I'm still gonna show you how to get the key and where it is in the hinterlands. To be able to get there, you want to have this camp here unlocked, which is your forest camp. And it's here in the hinterlands. For perspective, this is where you start out with your outskirts camp, and then you just need to come over here. You do want to be around level 8 when you're over here, because all the mobs, minus the 2 rifts, are level 8 and higher, so be careful. In other words, if you're trying to do this at a lower level. The quest itself is recommended to be level 8 to 11 for the deep trouble thing. So you want to head off this way. It's easier if you have a mount and you don't want to get in combat with a bear. Or with those guys. I'm just running past all mobs for now. Bears are relentless, for those of you guys who have not met one. They will chase you halfway across the land if they want. Okay, so this is where the fortress is. It's pretty much a straight line from your camp, kind of. It will be full of mercenaries when you first come here, and the key is right at the end of the quest line. There will be a mob right on entering. Another one right here. You do need to go up this ladder. Basically, anyone who's completed this quest will know where the key is. The final boss for this fortress here is right here. Defeat him and his 2 archers, and then you can run back here, and the key will be right on this book. This will start the quest line Deep Trouble. If you already have this unlocked and you are between 7 and 8, level 7 and 11, sorry, not 7 and 8, you can start this quest right away. Make sure you have every potion stocked up that you want to take in with you. It is needed. Speaking of which, I'm going to check my potions now.
Nothing to report.
Which is a good thing, because Varric was missing one of his. Okay, I'm good on my potions. Okay, let's head up to the entrance. There are bandits in this area who will attack you. Just keep an eye out for them and you should be fine. Just because I know it'll come up. I am level 9 and I am playing on hard mode. So... And this is actually my second time in this dungeon. I had to restart the game, which I will go over in my review when I finally get there. Now, you all are going to be attacked the moment you walk up here. So I'm going to make sure my party's with me.
like Carta. Lyrium smuggling would be profitable around here.
Before we head into the dungeon...
You remind me of someone I used to know. He was fascinated with the Fade and spirits too.
A mage?
No, just a man who liked eating these strange purple cactus berries. I don't think he was ever actually in the Fade.
Sorry, banter between companions. I normally pause for that. Anyways, before we head in here, if you guys are above level 11, be forewarned, the mobs will no longer be your level. They will stay at level 11. And also, if you're 3 levels higher, you're not going to gain XP from the mobs themselves. Now, I'm going to save before entering the dungeon, just because I'm paranoid. I believe you're going to want a rogue for this, so be sure you have Varric in your party, or if you already have him or Sera, Cole or Sera, you can have them as well. Or if you're a rogue, you already have that covered. But I always play mage, so...
Must be an old dwarven outpost.
What was it for?
Trade, maybe? Your guess is as good as mine. Mine.
I am lagging a little bit in this game because of fraps. So hopefully that won't screw me over. Anyways, there is a mob right here, right on entering. He sometimes hides behind this boulder, so it's hard to see. Keyword is sometimes hides behind the boulder. The dungeon in and of itself is relatively short. You will actually come out over here. I'll show you where after I'm done getting all my crafting materials. So the dungeon will end back over here. You will be able to exit from here. This is basically the treasure room. You cannot enter over here, however. Another mob coming up. This is a really good place to get Drakestone. It always pays to have one of each type in your party. As a forewarning, you do not need the Deft Hands perk to be able to run this dungeon. Cannot run through people, apparently.
Darkspawn. How many can we expect to encounter? Blackwall?
It's hard to say. Keep your guard up.
I have Blackwall in your party at this point because, as you just noticed, he will forewarn you about the Darkspawn. You're gonna want to kill as many Darkspawn before you enter as you can. Mainly because the next room is the boss fight. As you can see, more Darkspawn appeared, and it kind of messed me up. And I still have one assassin left. I have an ice mine. Ah, it wasn't the least bit weird. Now, the first gear that you need to be able to get into the treasure room
Our movements.
is over here. And because Blackwall fell off the edge, I am now down a potion. Silly Blackwall. Only bad thing about that charging spell. The other gear is this way. I believe it's this room. It is? Okay, cool. You also want to be able to get into this room for the mosaic piece that's in here. But there's the Dwarven gear. And you most definitely do need a rogue to enter this room. Both the doors are locked, so bring a rogue. I'm not going to explore the rest of the dungeon because basically all that's left are mobs. And once you have both gears and have entered the vault room, you're basically done. But the vault room, forewarning, does have a fairly tough mob in it. So before I start turning that, I'm going to make sure I've saved.
Living from valuables they find in the deep roads.
Miss Blackwall. Oh well, I knew that was going to happen. I'm going to try and get rid of all the archers first. Because as you can see, they're going to rip apart my 3-ranged. I do not have friendly fire turned on, if you guys are wondering. I don't like playing with friendly fire. It... And once he's dead, you can just collect all your loot, and... This is not the toughest dungeon. Granted, I've only been in 2, so I'm not really one to talk, but the other dungeon that I've been in was slightly tougher than this one. Or I should say, longer than this one. It was the one on the Exalted Plains. So that's about all you can find in here. Once you have everything, you can go over to this nice little wheel here. And you're back at the entrance, or close to the entrance, moreover. You can try and mine the mobs if you really want to, but I'm not going to just because this is hard mode and I don't feel like dying constantly. As you can tell, I lost Varric and Solus in that one fight, and it was just Blackwall and I trying to hold off all those mobs together. And Blackwall's a tank, so he doesn't deal a lot of damage. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. This was the Valammar dungeon. This is Flamewing80, signing out.